Good evening everybody and welcome to the Swemp Electronics Football Alliance Division 1, and this is match day 19. 8 games to go this season, 24 points available, and let's take a look at that league table and see what 24 points will get you these days. It will get you from first to last, so we are okay. Every team theoretically can finish anywhere, although clearly that's not going to be the case. Tyneside 15, 21 points up the road, Dalgety Rangers, 8 matches to go. Look at that. Imagine Madrid having conceded 47 goals. One place up the table and you see a team conceding less than half that amount. Old age ballers. They have the joint best defence with Falaraki other than Steelhawks. They're in second place, Steelhawks. 20 goals conceded this season, the strongest defence. And then we've got 9th and 11th with the second best. That's an interesting one, isn't it? Look at this. 27, 27, 26, 26, 27. 5 teams in a row conceding 1 goal different between them. Arsenal Ajax in 7th place. Loco Calaveras 1 point and 4 goals clear. Trumpton 1 point and 1 goal worse. 1 point better off, 1 goal worse off. Another 2 points further up the table there to Team GB, who are another goal worse off, but like I said, 2 points better. And then 3 points and 7 goals better off than their opponents there, Real E. 2 points behind Steelhawks, who are again another 2 goals further up the list. And then a point and 8 goals further up, we have Dalgety Rangers there, plus 19 goal difference. And at the bottom, Tyneside a point behind and 3 goals better off than Allenson. So a draw without Allenson getting anything in their game would be interesting. And Imagine Madrid a point higher up and the same goal difference as Tyneside. Good evening, Alf, and goodbye, Alf. We'll see you shortly. Fixtures for tonight. Well, completely get out there. Tyneside beating Allen's by 1 point. That's impossible. They are playing each other tonight, the bottom fixture there. I think that's a massive game, isn't it? Champino is here. Good evening, El Champino. And then above that one, Trumpton versus Old Age Ballers. 6 places between them in the table. We'll have a look at how things have been going for these teams a bit later on. Team GB versus Aston Ajax, 3 places between those two. Real E versus Imaginary Madrid, a gulf between those sides. Loco Calaveras can close himself up to Steelhawks with victory. Steelhawks know that a win for them will put them challenging round 8 at the very worst. Falaraki versus North Trafford, another really interesting match there for tonight. Looking forward to that one. And Dalgety Rangers versus Round here. There we are, up at the top there, 1st versus 10th. So where are we going to be taken? Team of the week was it? This is from last round, isn't it? Yeah, it was from last round. We had a quick look at that the other day, see how things went, and let's get ourselves into the fixtures. It takes us to Team GB versus Aston. Alf said he'll be back about 9, so we'll leave that one for now. We won't go to that game because that's hugely important. Let's go to... David says the internet's terrible. Let's go to his game first and see if we can do it while he's here. I wonder what we'll get from this match, hey? Well, Steelhawks playing for their team today, 3 at the back, with Nesta Southgate to Ram, Kaladza and Dyer just in front of that. Joe Cole, Mendier and Beckham with Scholes and Morat up front. Seems like a decent side, doesn't it? They're missing Barsom and they're missing Yap Stam. For Loco Calaveras, they've made quite a few changes to their lineup. I've remembered to do it properly this time. And we've got quite the lineup in here. Pablo Aimar seems to be in the lineup at 81%. I am just checking my list that he's supposed to be in there at 81. Oh yeah, he's selected. He is there. That bit there. So, with their team for today, we can see Dida in goal with Arca and Arce out wide, Samuel and Gamera, Simeone, Emerson, Denelson, Ronaldinho, Estevez and Martin Palermo up front. Chris is here. Good evening, Chris. Welcome. Welcome to this. It's going to be a good one, this game. I think we've got plenty to have a look at. He changed the lineup. He changed the setup. He did change the setup, and I changed it, so it actually was set up today rather than leaving it out. And Martin Palermo back following his injury. Predictions. Let's see your predictions in the chat. Let's have some tonight. As we have a look and see the previous meeting between the two sides, it was 3-0 to Loco Calaveras. Denelson getting 2, and Riquelme. Jim is here. Good evening, Jim. Welcome to the show. 2-1 says Champino, so we'll go into 2-1 to Steel Hawks. That prediction. Let's get started now. We've got a prediction in, and we are underway. And the early start there is Saint Morat scoring an early goal for Steel Hawks, and Denelson has gone off injured. Well, not the best first 10 minutes for them, is it, Loco Calaveras? Their plan would have been to have brought on Veron for Emerson. I still think Veron is the best option here to bring on for anybody, so he'll come on for Denelson at this place there. Is it that time already? Yes, it is. Good evening, Martin. Yes, lovely Wednesday night action here. Veron coming on very, very early on here. And the pressure is still on. Dyer with a chance. Oh. It's gone boring. It's gone very, very boring. And the ball going forward, they can't make it. Say Palermo with another chance after that one. Not quite getting anything from it. He seems quite finely poised. Murat having another chance. Dida making a save. Palermo putting one wide. Pretty incredible set of events here. Steel Hawks beating Loco Calaveras, looking fairly comfortable. It's half time. Other than Walter Samuel, everyone's been very average. Look at that, a full row of 6s from Loco Calaveras. Chances have been very, very similar. Tackles, one is identical there. And David saying it's Murat's 10th goal in all competitions in his 14 games. Well, that would be 18 games. 18 games. He's had 15 starts and 3 sub appearances for the team, so it's we'll see what's happening here. Let's go to the things that David is on, so we'll just put it to his team. More on 85%. Any changes for you, David, at this point? A quick look over at Loco Calaveras up against a 60. See, as is. Wonderful. We'll go to 60 minutes. Yeah, I guess we go to 60 minutes, David, on that. Yeah, I think 60 minutes was your plan on the things. We've got 60 with the opponents as well. Just a quick look. Walter Samuel making a full load of tackles, 5 out of 5. But his team are losing. And the key moments here, Kieran Dyer's made 3 interceptions in that first half. So, early chance in the second half. Murat just missing the target. We're 6 minutes away from the subs, and they've come around very, very quickly, haven't they? Another chance, Mendieta with a chance and a good save from Dida. How does that look fitness wise for the team? Murat down on 78% and Joe Cole on 80%. Crazy times. Here we got no changes coming up so far. We'll just move it over to Loco Calaveras and make their change while David is doing his typing and his thinking and whatnot. And so the Loco change will be Ronaldo for Palermo, and we'll leave the other change as it is there. In fact, so I'll just make that bit there that Veron going central of the two. Shearer coming off for Murat, and that's all Frazier, who has 2 goals for these this season, but he's clearly second choice striker. As we get on with the show towards the end of this game here, the chances still come in. It's Paul Scholes, and Steelhawks are going to make it 10 games without defeat in the league. I assume must have been 9-0 in the cup, surely within that 10. It's 5 minutes to full time, and I think this game is this game is over. This game is over here. 2-0, great win for Steelhawks, puts them temporarily top of the table. Well, that looks absolutely dominant in that second half. Loco Calaveras have done nothing, as we can see here from their stats. Walter Samuel did his absolute best, but that was about it that they had, whereas Calad's second half was strong. 10 attempted headers for Kieran Dyer and only 1 successful is weird, to say the least, and at least the team improved to some 7s. Loco Calaveras stuck mainly at their 6s, and a win for Steelhawks. We go into the next game, and we'll go to the Old Age Ballers, which we'll play it a bit later on actually, because Big Kid might be able to make it on at some point. Dalgety Rangers versus Roundhead Gym is here. Take it to the leaders, see if they can take the lead of the table again. So Dalgety Rangers go back to the 4-3-1-2 that they've been playing before, with Elba and Van Nistelrooy front and Nikiforenko on the bench, despite having 14 goals this season. His form has dipped a little bit recently, but he's still got 14 goals. We go over to Roundhay's team for today. There's been a few changes. Change of system. Going in here with Simeone and Vieira at the bottom of the midfield. Boya, Kuhl, Luis Enrique, and Crespo. Last time these two teams met each other, it was 2-1 to Dalgety Rangers. Elba and Van Nistelrooy with the goal for Harry Kuhl. And predictions can come in. Ansgar up, who's refereeing? See who's going to win this one. And predictions coming in there from Champinio, saying 3-1 to Roundhay. Optimistic there of a Roundhay victory, but Dalgety Rangers' form hasn't quite been as good recently. Their lead has gone quite a bit. Martin saying 1-1, which plausible. Andrew Allen, Mr. Big Nooposaurus, 4-0 to Dalgety Rangers prediction, and David going for 2-1 to Roundhay, hoping big time. As we kick off this one, he meant 3-1. Champino actually going 3-1 to Dalgety Rangers. But the early pace has been set from Roundhay, and he's taken a yellow card early on for Dalgety Rangers. Chances again. They look lively, don't they? Milewski's got a yellow card as well. It's both full-backs. So, despite being quite narrow, Patrick Vieira on a yellow card though, despite being quite narrow, they are being attacked out wide and they are suffering a bit in those positions. But it is 1-0, it's Iron Robin for the team that were the leaders, of course. It puts them temporarily back on top of the table. Close to half time. Lopetegui making a save and going for a second there. Robin missed. Will there be any corners before half time? Not quite there, but a decent first half all the same. In Roundhay, well, it's very similar stats to the first half of the last game. Dalgety Rangers missing a lot of tackles, so 7 attempted, 3 hit from both Samuel and Totti. It's not often you get their tackling stats being very similar. So Dalgety Rangers will be leaving all their players on as they are. Jim, we're over to you. Harry Kuhl there on 86% with a potential foot injury. Is there going to be a change for you at this point? We shall see. It's a bit, as I say, a strange first half. Plenty of chances there. Jim saying wait till 60 minutes. And another yellow card. That's 3 of the back 4 that are booked here. Mr. Savage is here. Good evening, Mike. Welcome to the show. And it's an equaliser, it's Harry Kewell. Great stuff for Roundhay, and the leaders may change at the end of this round. A yellow card there for Lee Bowyer. So Jim, just to let you know, the situation here is that you got an 81 in Kewell, you got an 84 in Vieira, which suggests an injury there, potential thigh injury, and their ratings are going back on the screen for you there. Happy days, says David. At this point, Ole on for Kewell and Van Bommel on for Vieira. That is done. Half-term ale of choice. It is half-term. It is half-term, but I'd been out on the ales today, so none currently, but had some good ones out today. It was a decent selection, ranging from a rainbow sour. That was very nice. I don't know if it was bungle in a mood or something. There was a vocation salted caramel stout. That was very nice. Some good Northern Whisper beers. Yeah, it was all very jolly, very jolly. You know, just what you need. And we got to Dalgety Rangers, and their changes will be it's going to be Agahauer and Milevsky coming off at this point. So who have we got here? We've got Zauri is going to come up left back for Milevsky, and Agahauer is going to come off for Nikiforenko. And we get on with the rest of the game. Oh, chances, nearly another one there for Roundhay. Yellow card for Van Bommel. So, will he last the game? He's only just come on. Ten minutes left. Never disappoint. Fine. Ales, it's 2-1. It's 2-1. Totti, I missed that one reading the message. Can't have the caramel stouts. Nikiforenko has gone off injured right at the end of the game. He'll come off and Rocek will come on. A lovely Polish beer bought him because the bottle looked interesting. Which one? Which one, David? Let us know which one it was. And this looks like it has been. It's three, and a goal there for Van Nistelrooy at the end of the game. And he takes a yellow card there at the end of the indiscipline. Gets on, but 96 minutes this one. They scored 3 of their 4 shots. Lobosegi not having the best one he'd ever done. 3 offsides committed, 13 of Roundhay. Crazy town. And yeah, the 4 yellow cards for both teams during that match. Not the greatest for Roundhay, but they are beaten by a team that have returned to the top of the table. And Elba impressing despite not getting a goal during this. You take me by the heart when you take me by the hand. Yes, Vignid B. Falaraki versus North Trafford. That's a good one to go to next, isn't it? We can do this game. Actually, Ryan isn't here at the moment. Should we go to Real E versus Madrid? Chris is here. I'm just got to check whether Real E did submit a team. I'm not convinced they did. And so I'll just have a look on here. So we played Monday night last, and really, if Real E played 2 nights ago, in their game to catch up, yeah, they did. They did play the other day, didn't they? Because they're still in the cup, so they definitely played. So if nothing's come through since then, and it hasn't, so they have no submitted team tonight. So the one change that I was enforced, Vieira going off, we had a look through for the first available gap for anyone who could play in midfield, and it's Lee Hendry, so Lee Hendry plays defensive midfield. Schmiel. I'm not very great with Polish pronunciations, unfortunately. Yet all I do understand, Monk. But yeah, sounds jolly good. Anyway, so the one change there, Lee Hendry, no subs will be allowed there unless enforced from Real E tonight, giving Chris's new look Imaginary Madrid side a bit of a look here. Alf, we'll play your game next, Alf, then we'll get onto that one in the next match. Paul Robinson steps straight from the reserves into the first team to make his debut. Looks like one of the stronger Paul Robinsons for a change. Mexay, Terry Lescott with Smirty, Ferguson, Lampard in another triangle here. Robin, Smith, Kesman and Yordi is back. He's going to play on the right hand side. He's got 5 goals and 2 assists this season already. And we'll see if that's enough for them predictions to come through as Paul Robinson takes the 25th and final shirt there. Ansgar Ophus refereeing again tonight. So a very, very busy night. Well, that's too many guys out, says Chris about his team. Yeah, Cafu, Mendieta. That's 2. 2 out for tonight. Too many guys. And yeah. Anyway. So, oh yeah, the goalkeeper of course makes it 3. So let's get started on this game. David likes that formation, and Champino says 2-1 to Imaginary Madrid. Whether he means it or not, we'll find out a bit later on. The more keeper, yes, of course, yeah, we forgot that. Kieran Dyer scored the opening goal for Real E, and they look quite like they're pressing for another one. Viduka with a chance, not quite anything coming from that one. 1-1 in testing, says Chris. It's 1-0 so far. It could still happen, couldn't it? When you're playing against almost the exact same Real E team in testing, obviously, but with Lee Hendry playing defensive mid. As it is, it's still 1-0. Adolfo coming close to scoring, but not quite. Kesman missing the target. Yordi involved. Oh, chances. Kirkland making some saves there. And it's an own goal. It's an own goal. I believe that's Rio Ferdinand scoring an own goal. It's 1-1, and now it's half time. So, how is that? Yes, it is Rio Ferdinand with the own goal, and the match stats say when you only have one shot and it's not the one that's gone in, then yeah, interessant. Yordi's down to 84%. Sadly, he's potential foot injury there. Is it worth keeping him safe for another time, or are you going to take him off? Are you going to let him play off a bit longer? What minute do you want your subs to be in? Of course, really, we've got nothing happening for Real E during this game, so we will wait and see what happens there. Did-it-do. Arrow on Ferguson there, or anything different? Do you want him straight up, or that is that all we want? I don't know. I'm putting that on, but if you want it changing, just let me know how you'd like that. Yordi off for Totti. That can be done. We shall see. I'll just have a quick look at how the old football is getting on tonight. The stuff here. Red Bull Salzburg beaten Bayern 1-0. Anamu with the goal. Inter and Liverpool. Dull. And Peterborough and Reading. That's on Sky, isn't it? I think. Is it on Sky? It's on radio, definitely. It's 0-0. Diagonal. Go to 60. Great stuff. Okay. And we go towards 60. Let's see what will happen here. 1-1 still. Doing exactly what Chris thought this would do, but I don't know when his goals were predicted to be. Lampard's on a 5. Not so super Frank Lampard on a 5. Robin there on 85% is okay. And Barry Ferguson potential knee injury, just to let you know that's what's going on with those. That's Lampard on a 5. Up the Reds. What's he putting up the Reds? That's a question. Anyway, see how things are going with these. There is plenty of Lampard for Ashley Cole. Okay. What will be happening here? Some changes. We're going to see Robin central, or Alf watching Coronation Street with the wife. One good line. Don't you know what platitude is? Yes, it's a duck-billed animal. Robin. Okay. Cole as wing back. Arrow up. How far up? There. And Robin in behind the strikers. Yeah. Okay. Is that where we're going? Just be more specific. Otherwise, that's what I've put in. So that's what it is. It's very novel. A bit more. There. Guiding the side to wherever they're going to be. Bit more. Anything else? Perfect. There we are. And we'll watch the rest of the game from the imaginary point of view. Just remember to keep looking at your fixtures. They are all out there, and there's, I think we've got three messages about this round of fixtures or something. So you know, obviously if teams aren't coming in, there's not much I can do about that. Not with 8 matches to go. There's no point putting new managers in, but they will just not be updated if the team isn't sorted. There, Giggs has gone off injured. Do they have a left-sided player on the bench? No. Yes, Harry Kewell, of course. Comes on. Late chances, maybe. Late chances. It's 2-1 to Real E. 2-1 to Real E. Unbelievable. End of the game. I will be back in a second. Just see what is happening here. Thank you. Sickening, the word there from Chris. Yes, sickening blow. Kieran Dyer getting man of the match with a late winner from Igor Bischan. 90th minute. Whew, shouldn't run in the house. Pointless. 2-1 it is. So we go to Alf next with Team GB versus Athens Ajax. Their team for today. Always seem to be late goals. There are plenty of late goals in Swemp, aren't there? Yeah. So Smith in up front. Not too many changes, I don't think. If we look at the last match, we've got Scholes has moved sides, McManaman's come in. But other than that, the Ferdinand is in at the back for Jonathan Woodgate. There's the other change. Good night, Chris. And good luck, Alf, he says as well. So, Alf, take that on board. Take that on board. And they're up against Aston Ajax. And we go into this game. Tora Holland refereeing. And let's get started. Early chance there for Neville. Didn't quite make it, and it's 1-0, and Alan Smith has scored the opener. 1-0 it is. They started off positively, leading the way as it is. 25 minutes in, very little threat towards them at the moment, looking comfortable. More chances still to come forward for Team GB. Just need to keep pressing as they do. I think a second goal will come. Nicky Butt taking a yellow card. And we see, I think Mr. Mahad has been booked there as well. Anything else? We are just a couple of minutes from half time. There we are at half time. Kieran Dyer, the only one below 90%, just to let you know there. It's a percentage of foot injury at 89%. Everybody else doing absolutely fine. Match stats show that only one team in it. 8 shots, 4 on target at that point. And dribbles and such like. 5 dribbles from the Welsh guy in the first half. 4 interceptions from Barry Ferguson. Yeah. Oh, well, I'm going to see what this thing I actually have to do is. Are we back? And else changes come through. Let me know what minute you're making your subs in off for the second half when you do as well. Okay, I'll be back in a second. Sorry for the delay. I was just feeling the baby moving, so it was all good fun. Very nice to do that. Yay, Run Not Fly from Mr. Soul Savage. Time to BYOB. Great stuff. Early chance in the second half for Team GB. They're looking lively. Down the other end, there were chances for Asner, but not quite enough. Still 1-0, still precarious at that score. 60 minutes. Here we are. 7s, 8s and 9s. Apart from Paul Scholes on a 6. And then 82 now for Dyer. He's somewhat struggling a little bit in terms of his fitness. We need to wait the substitute instructions at this point. Could be anything. Could be Scholes off for McManaman. Of Owen maybe supporting with Smith further back. Who knows, who knows? There's plenty of strength and depth anyway in that bench. Thinking about Dyer. That's very nice to know. You thinking about the moment when Kieran Dyer was asked in the street what he thought about Ipswich Town? They didn't know he was a player. That was a good one. We'll see what happens within these subs, which we are awaiting. No suitable replacement for Dyer, so as is. Well, I suppose Dyer isn't a suitable replacement for himself. Being on the other side, that's the thing. Scholes is off injured, and for me, the most suitable replacement for Dyer would be Giggs. But we'll see now. They're enforced with a change here, aren't they? Will it be one? Well, it has to be one. Dyer's got to stay on the pitch. The replacement here for Scholes now. Who will it be? Who will it be? This Steve McManaman or Michael Owen, it's going to be one of those two. He's been off putting Beckham further up the pitch. Who knows here? He's not had the greatest season, but last time he played a 6. Banana Man, Steve McBananaman. Eric Wimp? Is that his name? Is it Eric Wimp? I just made that up. She's got a strange name like that. It's Eric something. Eric. Let's see what happens if I bring up Eric Wimp. Eric Wimp, Banana Man. Yeah, Eric Wimp. Giggs for Dyer. No, Kieran Dyer is staying on because you put him past the substitute time, so it's Owen for Scholes. Here, there we are. It's just the injured players at that moment to get changed, because obviously this isn't the second half substitute time. He's got to stay on the pitch. Anyway, we are a few minutes from the end. Smith coming close to scoring another goal there. Oh, we're coming close to the end. Looks like it's going to be another one, maybe. Can he just? Oh, it's no penalty turned down there. That could have been interesting to see what would happen with the penalty. And late chances. Is there going to be one? Oh, hitting the top of the bar. And they hold on for the 1-0 win. Good value for money in that victory. Kieran Dyer, man of the match. Finished at 76%. Very, very convincing 1-0 victory, though, isn't it? Very convincing. Yeah, 7 interceptions from Barry Ferguson, 5 dribbles from Dyer, 6 dribbles from that Welsh guy who went off injured. Oh, he didn't go off injured. There we are. Good result indeed. We go to Ryan's not here. Big Kid's not here. Big Noopy's here. So we'll play on this game next. Oh, just in case Ryan is playing and can come back later. Yeah. Oh, apologies, Alf. I just read your previous thing saying gigs for Dyer. I was thinking you were making a substitute there. You weren't making a sub, and therefore it could have been done. It was just a tactical swap within your team. So yeah, you can do that in future. I just misread that because of what was happening before on the Suns. For today, Alexander Zickler is up front there on his own. A formation change is happening there. Worried about the late Swemp goals. I can understand. Aguinaga and Alex, yeah, with D'Alessandro and Conticchio inside of them, rather than playing two across the that middle line with no central ones. So just give them a bit more security for this one, and we'll see how they get on. We didn't check the previous results between teams. So Arsenal, last time they played Team GB, they actually beat them 2-1 and lost today. That's despite the fact that Clivert had a red card in the first 15 minutes. Who else has played? Dalgety Rangers versus who was 2-1, and Real E Imagine Madrid was 1-0 to Real E earlier in the season. Between these sides, Allison and Ty said it was a 2-2 draw last time they played each other, and that's what makes an interesting set of things here. 90th minute equaliser from Alex Aguinaga, who's playing again today. For Tyneside, with Shea Given suspended and Dan, I'm just checking that he didn't get back to me on the sub plan. Where is Dan? Yeah, he hasn't told me to switch it around or anything. So Shea Given suspended. So Pavel Cernicek steps up into goal. Let's undo. I can't undo that change, can I? Pavel Cernicek will be in goal for today, with Shaka Hislop on the bench. But I think Hislop, with his goal record, he just needs to be replaced anyway. And there we are. Nicky Button 90%. Is he supposed to be in the lineup? Just to check that off. Yeah, he's in. 3-5-2. Nicky Butt is in. Oh, actually, there's no submitted team today. There's no submitted team, so Nicky Butt will be out, and we go to the first defensive mid, which is Diddy Hammam. So no subs for Tyneside today, with no team submitted, and that's where we go to. So he actually sent them a team in a few days ago. So we're actually going from Alison's point of view today. See what will happen in this game. Well, it started off quite tame. Oh, Zickler and Alex with the chance it was in the end, but Zickler was involved. He's looking a bit more lively at the moment this season. He's perking up in recent games. It's 1-0, and it's Del Piero with the opening goal. Wilson, it's 2, and it's Alex. Well, this is comfortable at the moment. Remember, it's 2-2 last time they played each other, so Tyneside know they can score past Allison, but Allison have a double pass them for the second time this season. Pressure off, maybe, knowing that the subs for Tyneside won't be happening this game. They've done quite well, haven't they? Okay to 60 minutes, 6 shots, 5 on target, and we'll go there through to the hour mark. At this point, oh, it's 3, and it's Del Piero. And an injury, I believe that's an injury to a Tyneside player. It is. Bramble is going off, so I will do that right now. We look down the subs bench. The first person who can play centre match, to check here that Pistone can play centre match. Yep, he comes in. First one named on the bench to play in that role. Allenson, Conticchio doing alright for his stamina. To be honest, Aguinaga is coping. Conticchio 7 for stamina these days, up from 6, and it looks pretty comfortable. Any changes for maybe Zickler coming off for Yakubu? Zickler again having a decent match. And that's Yakubu. There he is. Any other changes? We shall see. And Jacobo for Conticchio. There's Conticchio, of course. That's me. You're Jacobo. Alright, nice. Didn't know that. Anyway, half an hour left in this match. Watching from the Allenson point of view has been a joy. This match, barring a late comeback for Tyneside. 5 minutes left. Seems absolutely no pressure on them at all. And a clean sheet and a 3-goal victory. Have some of that. What a performance. Del Piero taking man of the match, but Alex and Aguinaga with 9s as well. Great performance there. Great performance. 4 dribbles from Zickler. Assists from Aguinaga and Zickler. Superb for the Allenson team. Okay, we'll go to Trumpton versus Old Age Ballers. We have 2 games left tonight, so we'll go to this one. And Big Kid's team for today. He's gone with a sweeper system, but not with a sweeper. And there's obvious advantages to having that kind of thing in a team. We'll see how that works today, with Zidane supporting Crespo and Penza up front. See how they get on. Last time they played against the Old Age Ballers, it was 2-0. It was in the Cup, and last time they met in the league, it was a 1-0 win for Old Age Ballers. So Trumpton yet to score against this opponent over the course of this season. Zidane captain, of course. And the Old Age Ballers, they've got some injuries and things. They've also had a change of manager over the last round of fixtures. They do have Gascoigne injured, who was sat there in the reserves, but you know, there's 5 players injured at the moment for this team. Topped up the subs with Irwin and Shuka just to make sure they're in there. Can they do something of this? I'm just checking there were no arrows on the formation whatsoever. I think that's right. There were no arrows on the team. Yeah, it's an arrowless formation. Might even get player in team of the week. I would be surprised if you don't get 2. So let's see how these go on. But the change of manager as Martin took over from himself as manager this week, despite having a decent run of form. Oh wow. Yeah, it's not quite as bad as when red play red. But dark red versus red on this one. Let's see how this game goes. Remember, Trumpton have not scored past the Old Age Ballers this season so far. Oh, we're on a new manager, so the commentary's been slowed down. Live from Camberwick Green, and chances maybe Zidane with a free kick. It's all those players on yellows. Yeah, 1-1 prediction coming through from Ignope, saying that there will be goals in this one. At the moment, not a lot has been happening. A yellow card for Klomper. Coming close to half time, and we still yet to have an opening goal. There it is, it's Penza scoring just before the break for Trumpton. And they look like they're really pressing at this moment for a second. Who's going to get one? Kohler has taken a yellow card for the Old Age Ballers, and it is half time. And 3 shots to Trumpton with none for the Old Age Ballers at this point. Martin, will there be any changes for you at half time? Just let me know while I load up the Trumpton tactics and see what we've got here. 5 and injured's off at half time. Nobody on 5, and an 86 I'm going to say is not such a bad one at this point. Alf saying injuries are understandable at their age for the Old Age Ballers. Just a reminder of who is injured here at the moment for this club. Ince, Adams, Redondo, Bosvelt, Gascoigne. Yes. Kohler off for Blanc. If you can move Blanc to the middle. Of course you can. Yeah. Yeah, we are free. I mean, you can even decide to go, like, you know, bring fullbacks and smash someone else up the pitch. Do what you want, really. It's all good for me. Tactical freedom, barring individual player instructions, of course. So, no changes for... I think are you going to... Well, we'll go to 60 minutes for Trumpton. 60 minutes alright for you, Martin, as well? That's all, folks. 49, 50 minutes gone. Still 1-0. They're having their run of this one, Trumpton, so far. 60 minutes has been and gone, but the subs were on their way. To take a quick look here, lots of sixes. 84 for Romario, he's just getting a bit tired. 85 for Batistuta, he's just a bit tired as well. Back to your percentage, back to your numbers. And they're doing okay. And if I look at Trumpton for what their setup is at this point for their changes, at 65 Trumpton go for actually at this point. Not 60 today, but where are we up to? Just waiting for Martin is way on for Romario. He's already done his subs and just being the delay from watching. Way for Romario for all the good it will do. And Alf reminds me he's not out of this. And here are the Trumpton subs coming up. Yellow card for Zidane. Right, okay, so we'll take a look and see what's going on here. Sixes. There are 4. Injureds. There's 1. And below, well, and below 83, so he's not actually so much injured. Zanoni ticks a lot of boxes there, doesn't he, at this point? So he comes off. If Zanoni off, Beckham on. And swap with Ray Parler. Petkov. If Petkov off, Silvino on. And they might as well chase this down with a third, because no, they won't chase it down with a third. They're winning the game, so they'll just make the 2 subs, of course, at this point. Leaving on the 1-2 can defend, I suppose. We're going back to slow commentary again for the new manager. Crespo making it 2-0. Silvino getting involved. He's made a bit of an impact since coming as a sub. Zidane on a 7. It's probably about as good as he gets usually. Just over 5 minutes left in this one. 2-0 to Trumpton. Shoved Desai up front. It's a bit late to make a tactical change at this point. That was half an hour ago. But into the last few seconds, Zidane trying to score another one. And 2-0 it is. A reversal of last time the two teams met in the Cup. Comfortable 10 shots, 10 on target to the 1 and 1. A big shuffle. Shovel Desai up front would be an interesting choice there, wouldn't it? Won't be repeating that disaster. Oh yeah, the defensive tactic, which I suppose you cannot predict playing against Trumpton, I suppose, can you? They're impossible to plan a match against there. What happens away? A 5. Missed all his tackles, missed all his headers, was caught offside, didn't do anything really. Effenberg also a bit of a disaster show in that one there. Whereas Penza looking pretty lively. Zidane doing well, and Seedorf getting an 8 there with lots of. Is it finally a role for Clarence Seedorf? Centre mid, no arrows. Could be. One match to go, and it is Falaraki versus Norsk. I haven't seen Ryan, but he does like a late game, as late as possible for this. Changes today. He sees who's coming for him. I can't even remember. Let's have a look at the last match. Have I done the team? It's a good question, isn't it? Have I looked at their team? Have I actually set up theirs, or did I pretend to set it up early on? Everson, Flo, Hosett, Bakker, Anderson, Racer, Berg, Dolmo, Lundek, Van Berg, Hoyland, Olsen. Thursday. It's Wednesday today. There's no team submitted, so it's a non-submitted team. So we'll even if he was here, he couldn't do anything. I should have put this game on earlier. Anyway, Falaraki though, on the other hand, have gone for literally picked the same team, but I suppose you would do when Seaman can return to the bench. That's the one change, isn't it, for this one? They've gone for a team that just sees David Seaman coming in onto the bench, see how it goes. So Falaraki, last match they beat Tyneside 5-0. Last time they played North Trafford it was 2-2, and I don't even know who was managing the team back then for Norsk. That may well have been a dodgy match. Who knows? So Norsk in there, white, and Ansgar up, who's refereeing again. We'll watch it from the viewpoint of Falaraki and see how they get on today. I'm just checking first of all that if North Trafford didn't play the other day, then this team is already in for them. Ah, yeah, they played the other night. They did play the other night. Got beat 4-0 on whichever night of the week it was. So they have submitted. Haven't submitted even for this one. It's 1-0 though, and Magna Hosett has got the goal. Magna Doodle. It's still. Oh, Tony Adams with his first goal for Falaraki. Gets it. And that Berg arrow that David talked about, what is it doing? Well, we'll have a quick look and see what his rating's like at half time, see if that does anything to him. If it's the same formation that played the other day, it doesn't do a lot of good. He's done 2 tackles out of 2, and very, very little else. He's made a foul. So for Champino, are you still here, Champino? If you're still here, then obviously you can sort your own subs out. If you're not here, then we go to your usual 60-minute subs. If not, stats wise, every shot on this game on target. Tackling slightly better for Falaraki at this point. Still here, good. Are you going to be making any changes at half time, or are you going to be leaving it for your 60 minutes as usual? 60 minutes for the changes, right? It's 1-1 as it is at the moment. The wind really attacking the world. Subs, Orbs. Didn't think it was Aubameyang. 4 yellow cards. So what will your changes be? Ince on 76. Sheringham on 85. He's just a bit tired. Gascoigne, he was be tired, but Ince is definitely taking a knock. McManaman. No, seems like you've got nobody below 9%. The weather has just changed at the bottom of my screen to wind. What a surprise. It's quite strong. You used to wait the changes. hopefully everyone's seen the list of fixtures coming up for everybody towards the end of the season. It's just to make sure it was easy that everyone could see what their final games were coming up. So as a reminder, the next round, match 20, Sunday night. If you're doing if you won't be able to make it about 11 o'clock, then please send your sub instructions to me and I'll play those at that point. And then it's back to so it's basically Wednesday, Sunday, Wednesday for a couple of weeks there without having to go to too many Sundays, and then Sunday the 13th of March for Match 23 Part 2, just a few games on there, and then Wednesday to finish out the season. Wilcox for Barnby makes a third change, reminder of the 3 subs there, because of course I've been clicking away without telling you what's been going on. Batty's on for Ince, Redknapp for Gascoigne, and Jason Wilcox for Nick Barnby. And we keep going on with the show. 25 minutes left. And 1-1 still. These two teams are pretty close in terms of their abilities. Will there be a goal? London haven't been booked, and a goal for Shearer, making it 2-1 to Falaraki. Heading towards the end. And have they got enough to hold on for victory? This is going to be another win for them. It is 2-1. Look at Southgate there with 11 out of 13 tackles successful. Tremendous. Tony Adams winning all his headers, scoring a goal. 4 dribbles for Shearer, who again gets himself a man of the match, his 4th of the season there. 12 league goals as well. A great win for Falaraki against North Trafford. And so we get straight into the table and have a look. Dalgety Rangers 1 point clear of Steelhawks, who are still 2 ahead of really Team GB. Did well for themselves today and keep up the pace. They are 33 points. Trumpton 31. Then a gap back to Local Calaveras in 6th place, who now have lost more than they've won. Worth the wait indeed for that one, with a late winner there for Falaraki. Yeah, a bit further down the table, look at this. 27 for Local Calaveras, 26 for Aston Ajax and for North Trafford, 25 for Falaraki. Their goal difference is +7. It's the best of those 4 teams. Roundhay in 10th, 3 points further back now. Still positive goal difference. The Old Age Boys have lost 10 matches this season as well. They're on 19 points. So are Allenson. Unbelievable. They are out of the bottom 3 and are level on points with the team outside of that bottom. Outside the bottom 2, sorry, and level on points with the team outside the bottom 3. And the goal difference is only -16. Madrid -17 and Tyneside -19. Team of the week is in here, and look at that, there are Alex and Del Piero from What Did You Miss, Big Kid? What did you miss? Well, we're going to have a quick look at your results. It was a 2-0 win over the Old Age Ballers. Goals from Penza and Crespo. In terms of your sub selection, we went for Zanoni to go off. He's both carrying a bit of a knock and on a 6 at that point, and Petkov was the other one. With your team leading, we just did the 2 subs rather than 3, and Klomper was as a contender for the other sub, but left it as it was. Silvino and Beckenbauer came on and did alright. Good win. Yeah, and proud night for Allenson. Look at that. I mean, if we just check Allenson's record this season, that is... Can I scroll? Can I scroll, please? It's the first time since they played Old Age Ballers back in June they've kept a league clean sheet. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 matches. Played a lot of cup games in the interim, haven't they? But they have not kept many clean sheets. In fact, It is just their second league clean sheet of the season. A proud night indeed. Player stats Van Nistelrooy. There, we've now got a player outside of those teams of Dalgety Rangers and Roundhay in there, and it's Penza of Trumpton, and Vieira really has also made his way into the leaderboard there. Goals wise, Nicky Franco 2 clear of Shearer and Van Nistelrooy, with Penza and Crespo just behind that. Penalties, I don't think we had any penalties today. Yellow cards, Keane, Samwell, Stam, the top 3. Red cards, not affected tonight by that. Man of the match is Shearer, Van Nistelrooy and Penza, all with 4. And back to the average rating there, just a quick check of that. Quick check on the team form. Steelhawks there with 13 points from their last 5. I'm not quite sure why really with 9 points is better off than the 12 of Team GB. It's just that they haven't lost in that time. So, you know, awkward stuff. There's 10 there for Falaraki also. I mean, that's a great run of form for them. And down at the bottom of the table there, 3 points for North Trafford in their last 5 games. A bit of a downturn in form for them. The average attendance table is always interesting. There's 2 teams there, absolutely bang on level. And you think, really, Trumpton and Dalgety of 29 empty seats on average per match. Allenson 59,900 a game. And if we have a look at these stats here, goals from corners, only 11 teams have them, but Steelhawks have 6. Indirect free kicks, Trumpton with 6. Now who's the team that haven't got any at this point from indirect free kicks? Off the top of my head, it's one of those that takes some time. Right there, Big Kid, nice one, thanks. You made the same subs. Who's the team that haven't made the thing here? We will find out. Anyways, we will head on to saving the game, and now I'll get that save out tonight so everybody's ready for we'll go for a Saturday 9 PM deadline Saturday night. Thank you. We'll see you again soon. Good night.